The last time I heard about Nikocado Avocado, he was spreading his chocolate manhole on Twitter, and now I hear about him again, and it's because he executed a plan that not even the most mischievous evil villain could come up with, all about how he used his weight gain as a social experiment, and now apparently has lost all the weight, being 2 steps ahead the entire time. And he revealed this entire plan in a YouTube video called 2 Steps Ahead, and let's just go through it.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet.
So he starts his video off acting like he's auditioning for the upcoming role of Joker in the new Batman movie. It's like an evil villain monologue. I know he prepared this and said it many, many times in the mirror. There's actually evidence he has said this exact thing before when he was still fat.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
Yeah, so it's like word for word. He's been practicing this leading up to this moment so he could say it with the grand big reveal.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing.
I mean, he might have just pulled off one of the greatest social experiments of all time, but he's definitely lost his goddamn mind.
People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet.
And he's absolutely not wrong, but there are currently like 2 leading theories as to what he could have done to pull this off, because his last upload was like 7 months ago on this account, and then on his second account, which he also posted a new video on, it was 3 months ago. So the main theory as of now is that he recorded a bunch of videos, like a year's-ish worth of content in advance, and then was losing weight behind the scenes for this big grandiose reveal. And then the other option is that he recorded this before he got fat, and then is now releasing it after the fact as a little rug pull moment, giving pretty much the same effect. Either way, it doesn't matter which way he did it. This is still a, I mean, he got everybody. He pulled everybody's pants down. He caught everyone with their pants around their ankles. He got us all. Everyone fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. We failed the social experiment of his, and I got to give it to him. He was definitely dedicated to it, and I don't think the internet was prepared for this. I don't think a what the fuck has ever been more warranted than right now in this situation, and without a doubt, this is definitely going to be one of the landmark moments in YouTube history.
Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants. Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Even though what he did was absolutely crazy, nothing warrants that kind of stare. I don't know what he thinks he's doing with that, but that menacing evil villain stare is just completely out of pocket.
Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant.
I mean, it's very impressive and good for him that he lost the 250 pounds, but the damage is done. What he did to his body by putting on 250 pounds is pretty irreversible, and that's going to leave a permanent mark.
People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
But yeah, he was 2 steps ahead the entire time. This was his plan, and it was executed flawlessly, beyond expectations probably. He had everyone's attention on him every time he did anything. Every time he took a step and shook the earth, everyone was watching and waiting on bated breath to see what the next development was. With this little health crisis that he was doing, where he was riding around on a scooter acting like he was dying and whatnot. And then he disappeared and came back with arguably one of the greatest comeback videos ever, in my opinion. But then after that, he starts into his mukbang video, or I guess he starts into a fucking Old Spice ad, but he starts into his mukbang with his little birdie, and then the rest of the video is just a mukbang. And then he says something about waking up from a dream in the middle of this, but that's really the only other reference he makes, and it's just him eating like his old normal self. But it's in like a normal person behavior, not the Nikado avocado that everyone is used to seeing. This sporadic, crazed lunatic just throwing temper tantrums all the time. And then he also posted a video on his second channel, like I mentioned, just called Hi, which he doesn't really address the situation anymore. He just does another mukbang with different kind of noodles, and also his parrot. I never thought I would see Nikado Avocado at a normal size acting like a normal person. I thought he was gone off the deep end with no saving, but that was all part of his master plan. He was the one looking at the big picture. It was his picture. He's the one that painted it. He is the artist. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. He just came back and revealed this was all part of his plan. Every single step, even showing his butthole on Twitter, all part of his master scheme. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Free feet.